Back to my YouTube channel. This is Beatrice Otie. In this video I'll be talking about the Manitoba Provincial nominee program. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click on the thumbs up. I had to come outside to the beautiful weather so you guys can see me today while I shoot. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button and click on the notification bell. And good news, we just hit 10,000 views. I am so grateful for this journey. You guys have been the one pushing me to keep on going, and I'm excited about this. Okay. To this channel, this is Beatrice Otie. I do apologize for the noise. I'm outside because I love the weather. We hardly get this weather. This is actually spring, and I'm like, oh, let me shoot outside so they can see my view. I apologize, there's some children playing over there. I'll try to keep it, it's just me. I hope my microphone can, cover the noise. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click on the thumbs up. So we're talking about Manitoba Provincial nominee, especially for international students. So are you an international student that is thinking of coming to Canada? Manitoba may be a very good province for you because they don't have a lot of impediments like Ontario. So under the Manitoba stream, there are three umbrellas that this covers. For international students, I call it the international student stream. Although when you go online, it's called the international experience pathway, but I call it the international student pathway because they offer a lot of great things for international students. So they have the career employment stream, they have the graduate internship, and the international student entrepreneur pilot. So I'm going to start with the international students stream graduate internship. So graduate internship, there are 6 factors you need to meet. I did make a video about Manitoba Provincial nominee. I had all the eligibility criteria. I had Manitoba. I went deep into Manitoba, the basic things you need to know. Although I talked about the skilled worker, this one is for international students. So please listen to the video. I'll put it at the top. I don't know if it's left or right because I know when you look at me, if I say here, it's probably there. So I'm gonna leave it there. Just click on the link. It's the cards. You click on the link, it shows you that video, and then you can watch that video. So there are 6 factors that needs to be met under the international graduate internship program. Sorry for the noise. So one of them is your education. You have to have a master's or a doctorate degree in the last 3 years before you submit your provincial nominee, your provincial nomination. Right? It has to be within the last 3 years before you do that. Okay, so if you have your doctorate or your master's 6 years after, it's ineligible. It has to be within the last 3 years. And for some reason, you have to do like an internship in Manitoba. I'm going to leave the link in the description so you can read that some more to know what that internship is all about. For the official language, it's CLB 7. On the previous video, I told you guys what a CLB 7 is. So CLB is Canadian language benchmark. It is the benchmark you need to meet. The benchmark you need to meet that Canadian level. You can take IELTS, you can take CELPIP, you can take TCE or TCF. However, I would recommend taking IELTS or CELPIP because you are living in Manitoba, right? International, so you have to be living in Manitoba. This is not for people outside. You have to be inside Manitoba. So please feel free to take either the CELPIP or the IELTS. This is for someone who is planning to study in Canada and seeing Manitoba as a choice. Another great requirement here is employment. Although you don't have to have employment under the international graduate internship stream. Sorry about that. Breaking transmission again. You don't have to have employment, but it's good if you have employment because you need to show proof of fund. And in your proof of fund, there are certain money they need you to show. So there's something called the LICO requirement. It's the low income cuts, the low income cutoff. You have to show that settlement fund for 6 months only. You have to show, I believe, if you are, sorry for the noise again, if you are one person in the last 6 months, you have to show $12,960. If you're living there, if you've lived there for a year and you can show 1 year, you show $25,920. Link in the description so you can go read its entirety and become aware. Now, a job offer is not required for this one. You don't actually have to have a job for this one too, but you have to be in Manitoba. I would recommend have a job. Please have a job because if you have a job, then it's easier to show that proof of fund and you can also take care of yourself. But if you don't have a job, it's not a biggie for this one. And this is the graduate internship stream. Now, adaptability, you have to show that you will be staying in Manitoba. You've lived in Manitoba, you schooled in Manitoba, you'll be staying there for as long as it may be. I know you are free to move, but you have to show them that you're staying there. So that is for international graduate stream. I'm going to reiterate. You have to show education, language, internship, employment, which is not necessarily a factor if you don't have, it's not that bad, proof of fund, and adaptability. So now we're going to talk about the career employment pathway. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Beatrice Otie. So in this video I'll be telling you about the career employment under the international student stream, career employment. This is a very great opportunity because they allow you reside in Manitoba, like in Canada, instead of going through Ontario Provincial nominee where the stream is closed and open, closed and open. This one is open as long as you schooled in Manitoba. You're good to immigrate after school. Now there are 5 factors. There's education, official language, proof of employment, settlement fund, and adaptability. I do apologize for the noise because I'm outside. I had to change my position again because of the flies. My battery is kind of low. So yeah, let me just make sure. Okay, so for education, you just have to show that you have a post-secondary education, which is like your degree, and the list is 1 year. The list is 1 year, so you can have like a college diploma. The list is 1 year, full-time. Okay, so if you have 2 years, 3 years, all good. 4 years, good, but the list is 1 year. That's for education. For official language, it has to be CLB 7. I did a video about Manitoba skilled worker, and towards the end of the video I mentioned the CLB, the Canadian language benchmark. So that's the Canadian language benchmark is like the least mark you should get. Remember, Manitoba, the higher the score, the better for you, so that they can, give you an invitation to apply under the Manitoba Provincial nominee. So if you get CLB 7, great, but it's best to have it up because other people in the stream, if they have a higher score, they'll call them and leave you behind. So please get that up. But the CLB 7, link in the description. Do you want to subscribe, like, share, click on the thumbs up. And that's for official language. For employment, you have to have a job. It's great to have a job contract of at least 1 year signed with an in-demand employer. I will leave the link in the description so you can take a look at the in-demand employers in Manitoba. Most of the job no code is O, A, or B, but just read that link. And then you have to show proof of settlement fund. It's called a LICO, low income cutoff requirements. The minimum they want you to show is for 6 months, but if you are able to show it for 1 year, that is great. So for 6 months you have to show $12,960. For 12 months, which is 1 year, you have to show $25,920. Okay, so this is it for the career employment graduate stream. I really love this stream because after school you don't have to be worried about taking out over and over again like they do in Ontario, or waiting for them to open the stream, the PNP stream. Wow. Anyways, don't want to like, share, subscribe, on the thumbs up. So I think I'm gonna go home right now. It's getting cold, and we're going to talk about the business entrepreneurial pathway. So it's called the still under the international student pathway, but it's called the international student entrepreneurial pilot. No, international student entrepreneurial pilot. Yeah. So let's go home. Let me shoot with you. There are many noise making. We're going home. Going home to shoot the rest. Wondering why I'm wearing a jacket? I always get cold. So that's why I'm wearing a jacket. Welcome back. So I'm back home. I know I was there, now I'm here. It's so quiet in here. Oh my god. Anyways, welcome back. So we're still talking about the Manitoba Provincial nominee program under the international student only. Well, they call it international experience stream, but I call it international student stream because everything is international student, people who schooled in Manitoba, not Ontario. You are ineligible if you are from every other province. You're ineligible. This is in Manitoba. Specifically Manitoba, come on. Anyways, I love it home. It's so noisy outside, although it's warm and it's pretty cool. Like, I love spring because it's a mixture of like cold and warm together, and it's so good for your, for your skin. But yeah, let's get on with the Manitoba Entrepreneur pilot. So this is for international students who are into like business. So you're an international student and you got the goal. You're like, okay, I'm into business. This stream is for you. It's doable. It's possible. I know people who actually were able to use this stream and they have their permanent residency. So nothing is impossible. Like I am someone, I don't believe in impossibility. When someone says this thing is impossible, I want to do it. I want to dare. I want to dare you. So it's possible. It may take time. It may take you some sweat here and there, but it is possible. Okay. So for the business experience stream, you still have to meet I believe it's also 6 criteria as well, but these ones are different. So for the business stream, you have to this is for student entrepreneur pilot, but it's entrepreneur pilot is like business. So the first one for your business experience, you have to have a business plan. The government wants to see that, you have a business plan, you're able to run that business day to day, daily. And while you are running that business, you have at least 6 months, right? At least 6 months, 6 months. You've been running that business for 6 months before you submit your provincial. I mean, they want to see that, this person has been, up and down. So if you are a manager of like a clothing line, or even if you have like an online business, however, the business should be in Manitoba. You should also have like a physical, you can have it online. So let's say you are into clothing design, or you're into hair, or you're into nails, or you're into anything as far as it's a business physically in Manitoba, and then you have some stores online, good. But you should be running that business 6 months prior to before you submit your provincial nominee. So you have to have a business plan, and they want to see that you have that 6 months prior business experience. And then you have to have education. Now for your education, it has to be a post-secondary, so you can use your bachelor's. However, it's not like the career employment where you have to have like 1 year full-time program. It has to be at least 2 years program. So it looks more like a master's degree to me, because if they say the least is 2 years post-secondary, then they have like some college degrees as well as skilled certificate that is 2 years or more, but they want to see at least 2 years. So if you say 3 years post-secondary program, good. 4 years, good, but they don't want to see 1 year. 1 year is considered ineligible. So it has to be 2 years. For your age is also a criteria here, is also a factor. You have to be within 21 to 35. So if you're 36, I'm so sorry, but you're ineligible under this stream though. So you can take advantage of the skilled worker. If you've not listened to the skilled worker, I think I have the video. I'll put the link in the description. I have the video. Oh, and I'm getting a free book. I know I've been talking about this free book. Keep an eye. That free book will be coming up. You guys should follow me on Telegram. I'm on Telegram. Please. I'm trying to build a community, and I have a Facebook group. I talked about the what did I talk about? I'll also leave the link on this video. I talked about like psychological impact of immigrating alone to Canada, and I've been getting tons of comments. Like the reaction is mind-blowing, but like, whoa, So join my Facebook group, and people outside Facebook won't see, it's just people within the group. It's a private group, and where we can chat. It's like you get to talk to me one-on-one as well, so I'm more flexible there. So we talked about the business experience, where you have to show that you have business experience. In the last 6 months, you are running your business. We talked about education, 2 years, bachelor's degree. Oh, one thing, for the education, if you did long distance courses, it's not counted. If you did crash courses, it's not counted. Please be in Manitoba, okay? Be in Manitoba. Other provinces ineligible, okay? Just want to point that at age 21 to 35. Number 4 is adaptability. We always say these things. Make sure you are in Manitoba. Now, the thing about this particular, excuse me. The thing about this particular stream is they want to see that you have an open work permit. So even if you own the business, they want to see you have an open work permit or a postgraduate work permit from the federal government, and you are able to apply for that. Did I do a video on work permit? I think that will be my next. I'll probably do more videos in regards to work permit for international students. That way you are well prepared, okay? So that will be what is coming up next, and then we'll wrap up with Saskatoon, and then in April we'll give it back to back, okay? And you have to show your net worth and proof of settlement. Now, remember in career employment and graduate internship, they wanted your LICO, so low income cutoff. They wanted your LICO to be 6 months. Sorry, this one, it has to be 1 year. So if you're an individual, you run a business and it's just you in Manitoba, they want to see you're able to show up to $29,000. I think I meant $25,920 1 year. They want to see your 1 year. Usually you can use your bank draft and soft statement to show that settlement fund. But if the job is an employment itself, like you managing the business is an employment. So show them that, but they want to see at least 12 months settlement fund that you can take care of yourself. And then you have to sign a business performance agreement. So What are the 6 factors? Business experience, where you show them your business plan, education, your age, adaptability, you stay in Manitoba, settlement fund, and then business performance agreement, which you have to sign. So how does that work now? When you're done with everything, before you submit your information, there's usually the provincial government, the PNP, they have like an outside supplier who will have to like check your information, check your net worth, ensure that everything is properly verified, and then you have to sign that, as well as you have to submit that within 120 days. I will leave the link in the description so you know what it's about. Within 100 and in the less like between 120 days. So if it passes 120 days, I don't know if they would complain, but it does say critically it has to be within 120 days. You show them your plan, everything, you submit everything to their PNP, and then they will now, and the outside employer would evaluate your net worth for your business. You want to make sure it's a proper business and you're a serious person. And if they see that everything is good, then they will send you that agreement that you have to sign, and you're good with your business. For further detail, if you don't know what this, it is possible. I know a lady who, she's into fashion design. She's doing what, she's booming in Manitoba. She has an online business running in Manitoba. So if you want to ask her, I will just share the Manitoba community so that you can get in touch. But a lot of people use this business stream. Clothing line is one, hair is another one. Don't take that for granted. Hair is another one. A lot of people are running YouTube channel on hair. They are hitting some, they're not just making money in Manitoba, they're also making money with YouTube. You know, that's another one. So this and these are the requirements. So we're done with the business stream, but one thing I want to mention is anything is possible. You just have to put in the work and get done with it. Anything is possible. If I can do what I'm doing, you can also do it. If anybody can come to Canada, you can also do it, you know. But you just have to sit down, settle down, look at these requirements and put them properly in place, and you'll be good to go. Now, what did I mention? So for your, okay, yeah, I already mentioned that for your business. I will leave the link for the business. So I just want to wrap up. If you notice, every single criteria had adaptability. They want you to be in Manitoba. We talked about career, just reiterating career employment, internship, international graduate internship stream, and we have the international student entrepreneur pilot, which is like the business stream for international students under the Manitoba Provincial nominee program. And all of them have requirements, and all of them have at least 6 factors you need to consider. If everything is a little bit overwhelming, it's great for you to sit down, and if you want to use a consultant, talk to them and have them break it down to you. But what I've done is give you free information, which most consultants will tell you to pay money for consultation. So take advantage of this information, because in the future I may not have it for free. Take advantage of them, and just little by little. I know Canada is stressful. I actually did a video saying that, but anything is possible. As long as you set your mind to it, you're able to get it done. Okay, so do me want to like, share, subscribe, click on the thumbs up. If you need me to elaborate on something more, let me know in the comment section so we can talk about it. I feel like I need to rest because I was outside, warm sweet weather, and now I'm back inside and shooting videos for you guys. So yeah, so I will see you on the next video. Thank you, and subscribe. Bye for now.